do effective chess sacrifices build an attack? Imagine sacrificing a piece not as losing material but as opening a door to a stronger attack. It's like setting a trap that forces your opponent into a tough spot. When you give up a pawn or a piece, you often open lines or diagonals that were previously blocked. This allows your heavy pieces, like rooks and queens, to invade the enemy's position more easily. Sacrifices are especially useful in the middle game, where the king's safety is often the main concern. By removing defenders or creating chaos, you make it easier to threaten checkmate or win more material. A good sacrifice is planned and calculated. You need to see the weaknesses in your opponent's position and know how your pieces will follow up. For example, sacrificing a bishop to remove a key defender can expose the king to a quick mating attack. Sometimes sacrificing a knight or bishop can create a tactical shot that leads to winning more material or delivering checkmate. The idea is to turn a material loss into a positional or tactical advantage. Sacrifices also help control important squares or open files. For instance, giving up a pawn on a certain square can open a file for your rook to attack the enemy king. It can also disrupt your opponent's pawn structure, leaving weaknesses you can attack later. When your opponent responds to your sacrifice, they often have to respond to immediate threats, giving you the chance to develop your pieces rapidly. Timing is everything. You want to make sure your sacrifice is worth it. If you sacrifice too early or without a clear plan, it can backfire. You need to evaluate if your attack will become stronger after the sacrifice. Calculations should include what your opponent can do in response and whether your king remains safe. Practical examples include sacrificing a pawn to open a file for your rook or sacrificing a minor piece to remove a defender around the king. In rare cases, players sacrifice the queen to deliver a checkmate or gain a decisive positional advantage. Sometimes a positional sacrifice might not lead to immediate tactical gains but improves your overall piece activity and long-term pressure. In the end, effective sacrifices are about turning material into a more dangerous, coordinated attack. They create threats that your opponent must respond to, often leading to mistakes or weaknesses. When used wisely, sacrifices can transform a quiet position into a winning attack, making them a powerful tool in your middle game strategy.